Hey, welcome to this week's Monday Motivation. My name is Tony Ruiz. I am the founder and host of the Productive Agent podcast and Facebook group. Monday Motivation, the purpose is to give you a quick message to make you think and be inspired to start your week. Today's Monday Motivation is called Brick by Brick, Day by Day. So this message came to me while listening to some worship music while driving around the other day. That's kind of part of my start of my day. And I came across this song that's in my playlist that I've added recently. It's called Up on This Rock by Vous Worship. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's V-O-U-S Worship. You can look that up on YouTube. I have it on Spotify as well. But as I go to church on Sundays and I hear a song that I really like, I add it to a playlist. And this playlist has grown to about over 2 hours of awesome music that I like to jam out to. And this is one of the more recent songs that I've added. I want to give a quick shout out to the Watershed worship team, Robbie and Tiffany and crew that are awesome and perform amazing music every single week. And that's really motivating and inspiring. But I love this message. So let's listen to a little bit of it. Here's a clip of Up on This Rock.
Brick by brick, day by day, building your story, grace to grace, strength to strength, all for your glory. Brick by brick, day by day, building your story, grace to grace, strength to strength, all for your glory. Brick by brick, day by day, building your story, grace to grace, strength to strength, all for your glory. Brick by brick, day by day, building your story, grace to grace, strength to strength, all for your glory. Upon this rock.
Woo! If that doesn't move you, I highly encourage you to go listen to it. Just type in Up on This Rock on Spotify. It'll be pulled up. It's a really cool message, a really cool song. I highly recommend that. But what I like about it, it just struck me, and we can take this message, and it's a biblical message, coming from a worship song. But it can be applied to any portion of your business, your life, whatever it is that you're working on. But it's about laying a foundation, all right, of what is to come, and having faith in doing so, your story will come to fruition, all right? Your story is different than anybody else's story. I know in this competitive world, we like to compare my life to their life, and they have it so much easier and all that. But we need to stop comparing ourselves to others, right? We are all on different paths. I highly recommend that you ask for advice and guidance to the people that have been there, done that before, and then it's time to put in the work, all right? So when I listen to that, it's brick by brick, all right? Putting in the action day by day and building your story. So I ask you, what are your daily activities that you can do day by day that's going to build your story, whatever your story is? And to connect it even more personal level, some of you may have noticed my story that I posted on Facebook and Instagram on Sunday. Talked about in the past 30 days, I'm down 5.2 pounds and I've gained 1.6 pounds of muscle and I'm down 4.1% in body fat. And I don't say this to brag, and I didn't really want to share it. I'm hoping that it inspires and motivates somebody. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And some of you are going, well, what the hell did you do? How'd you do all that? Right? Bottom line is I put in the work. I've been doing 2 workouts a day since the start of the year, 45 minutes each. In the morning, I go to F45. And then in the evening, I do a 45-minute walk, which I'm about to do as soon as this recording is done. I don't always want to do those things. There's plenty of times, in fact, a majority of the mornings that I wake up, I do not want to get out of bed, but I force myself to get out of bed because I know what I'm shooting for, all right? And I know the goal that I'm being driven to do that. The walks, man, I got home yesterday. It was a beautiful day. I did not want to go on that walk, but I did. Even in the freezing weather that we had a few weeks ago, I did, because I knew that was the brick by brick that I had to do day by day to get to the story that I want to have at the end. All right. I also do 16 hours a day of fasting. All right. Most of the time, that's pretty easy for me because I'm not really a breakfast guy. But there's plenty of times where in the morning at 9, 10 a.m., I'm like, man, I'm really hungry and I got to wait till noon. And I just drink some more water and keep going and put in the work to get to the finish line. I've also been drinking a gallon of water. Literally last night, I had to drink like 40 more ounces. And it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was ready to go to bed, but I had to like finish this gallon of water because I'm on the 75 hard challenge. And I did it. It wasn't enjoyable, but I made it happen. And I haven't been drinking any alcohol this whole time. So that's part of the 75 hard challenge. If you're interested in that, let me know. But I also, another awesome thing about this podcast is it reaches different people different ways. And that's really the whole purpose of it. And I'm really enjoying that. I had an ex-student reach out to me and congratulate me on my progress, on my results. And I looked him up real quick and I was like, holy shit, dude, like you are looking awesome, man. His name's Grant Pointner. And he is down 65 pounds. And we didn't get into too much of his story, but I know it's because he's been putting in the work day by day, right? Laying a brick by brick, day by day. And that is his story, right? And he's progressing forward. So congratulations to you, Grant. Keep it up, right? Put in that work every single day. Be consistent, and you're going to do great things. But it reminded me of this message that I heard today at church. You can't become the best version of yourself until you get better. All right. So there's good, better, and best. Right. And we all the time want to jump to the end and be the very best at whatever it is that we're doing. But we can't, because we have to lay that first brick, and then we have to lay the second brick, and then we have to lay the third brick, and so on. Right. And then that builds the wall and builds our empire that we're trying to do. Right. So what is your story going to be? Start today. All right. Do not wait, and lay the first brick, whatever that is. Make a phone call that's going to lead to a conversation, that's going to lead to a lunch, that's going to lead to business, whatever that may be. Do a 1 mile walk. That's going to lead to you doing a 1.5 mile walk. That's going to lead you to doing 2 mile walk, etc. So lay that first brick today. Don't start and start building, start and start building your story. So guys, that's the message. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Go listen to that song, be inspired like I was. If you enjoyed it, share the show. I highly encourage you to share this message with somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, a friend of yours. Drop us a review, give us a rating. That really helps us grow as well. If you're in real estate, I highly encourage you to join our private Facebook group called The Productive Agent. And you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All of the links are going to be in the show notes. So thanks for joining us today. Now let's get out there and go produce.